Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj, President CII, Srimati Suchitra Yella, President Southern Chapter CII, Sumant Sinha, President ASOCAM, Ms. Devjani Ghosh, President NASSCOM, my colleagues in the State Cabinet, industry leaders and representatives, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I think if I were to speak of Andhra Pradesh, it would just be like the Chief Minister is boasting about his state. But before I do that, what any Chief Minister would be doing, boasting about his state. But before I do that, it was wonderful to hear from Sumant and Ms. Devjani Ghosh and Srimati Suchitra Yella, all of them representing industry, talk very highly about our state. In fact, all of them did speak very high about the state, and of course, the video presentation also showcased what Andhra Pradesh is all about. I would not take much time because I would only be reiterating what has already been showcased. But I'd like to only make a few pointers. What would be very important if one were to think about or contemplate doing business in any particular state. Now, what are the advantages of Andhra Pradesh? I think it's been showcased well. We have a 974-kilometer coastline, which is the second largest in the country. We've got 6 operating ports in 4 locations, and we're building 4 more. We've got 6 airports as well, connecting almost the entire state. Out of the 11 industrial corridors coming up in the country, we have 3 of them coming up in our state. Vizag, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Bangalore. Almost cutting across the state, covering more than 80% of the districts. The state also treasures, it's also a treasure house for 48 minerals suitable for various mineral-specific industries as well. Now, these are the few advantages that have been spoken about. And now coming to the governance, that as to why AP should be opted for. And it gives me immense pleasure to announce from this platform that Andhra Pradesh has emerged as one of the fastest growing states in the country. We have registered a GDP of 11.43% growth rate, which is the highest in the country so far. This is for 2021-22. Consistently for the past 3 years, we've been ranked number 1 in ease of doing business, which speaks volumes about how proactive we are and how eventful doing business in Andhra Pradesh would be. And of course, outstanding contributor award in port-led infrastructure projects by ET 2022, Best State for Energy Infrastructure and Development Inertia Award 2022, top achiever in logistics East leads 2022 report. All these speak volumes about how proactive the state is. Now, having spoken all these things, if I were to go further and speak and say, we have electronic and manufacturing clusters, 4 of them, toy clusters, 2 of them, food processing clusters, another 2, textile parks, another 10, cement clusters, another 2, medical devices manufacturing cluster, 1 of them, pharma cluster, another 2, automobile cluster, another 4. And I can go on and go on, boasting about my state. But all what I am trying to tell you here is, come over to Andhra Pradesh. Have a feel of our state. If we are rated number 1 in ease of doing business consecutively for 3 years in a row, especially when industry representatives now are part of the procedure which actually awards ease of doing business. When industry representatives are speaking high about the state, that is the most important part. And for the past 3 years, this has been happening. God's grace, touch wood, we've been doing well. So come over to Andhra Pradesh, have a feel of the state, and I assure you that you would enjoy the way forward. We have a single desk portal wherein the approvals would be given within 21 days. There's abundant availability of land, power, water at a cost much lower than the country's average. Well, as Sumant was saying some time back when he had spoken about renewable energy, we can boast and say that Andhra Pradesh is one particular state which is blessed for both solar as well as wind. And we have almost 33,000 megawatt of pump storage capacity also, wherein the sites have already been identified. We could allot approximately 14,680 megawatt to some of the industry players, but you have much more that we can offer. In fact, in the space of renewable energy, the pump storage, which would actually be the green batteries, that would be the future where fossil fuels would be the day of the past. And renewable energy, especially the pump storage, which would actually be a green battery, where all what it requires is just 1 TMC of water, which should go up during the non-peak hours, come down during the peak hours, and for a 6-hour or 8-hour time frame, this would be your battery. And that is the future of Andhra Pradesh. So I'm requesting all of you to come over. I'm extending this invitation through this platform here to come over to the state of Andhra Pradesh in Visakhapatnam, where we are organizing on March 3rd and 4th the global summit. All of you are invited, and I'm sure that all of us can come together to actually create one of the best envisioned journey of yours in industry. This I assure you. And I also assure you that any of the industrialists who have any problem, we're just a phone call away. and we've been very prompt in that. And that is the reason why we've been consecutively rated #1 in ease of doing business for the past 3 years. I thank all of you for coming over here, for sparing your time coming over here, listening to us in this outreach program. And I wish to see all of you in Vizag. Thank you. Jagan.